Hey everyone, happy Saturday. I'm Zach. This week we are talking about social networks. Before I get into that though, I'd like to say happy birthday to Chase. It's his birthday today, so you all should go on one of the seemingly millions of social networks that he's on and tell him happy birthday, because he's awesome. So, happy birthday, dude. See how I segued there, talking about the social networks? Very on top of what the kids are into these days. So yeah, social networks. I'm on a whole bunch of them. Like all the major ones. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. I'm on LinkedIn. You know, a few other less important ones. But social networks are really important to me, especially at this point in my life. As I have talked about several dozen times, I live at home in my hometown, in the house I grew up in. Most of my, friends from either high school or college are not in Syracuse. I do have friends here, but most of my friends just don't live here. So I use social networks extensively. I spend a lot of my time online. I mostly interact with people online, and to a lot of people that's, it may seem weird or creepy, but yes, I am one of those people that has, internet friends that, I've met mostly through discussing things about pop culture, like music or Glee or whatever. So social networks are really, really important to me. My personal favorite is Tumblr. I fucking love Tumblr. I'll put the link to both of mine because I have two, because I'm that ridiculous. I have a personal Tumblr, which is like the same-ish username as what I have here. But I also run a music blog called Fuck Yeah Queer Music, which I've talked about here a few times as well. That's actually why I got into Tumblr, was because I wanted to start a music blog, and all the other blogging platforms seemed like too much work, and the whole following aspect of Tumblr really appealed to me. I mean, because you can like follow on an RSS feed for like a WordPress or a Blogspot or whatever, but the whole Tumblr, follow each other sort of thing, and you can create, the dashboard or whatever. I mean, that was much more appealing to me. And also, it's more well suited for audio and video and photo posts. I mean, that's primarily what it's supposed to be used for, which is heavily what I work in as well. When you're writing about music, you need music. So yeah, I mean, I love Tumblr. I've met a lot of really, really, really awesome people through Tumblr, and I think it's a really great platform for sharing content, sharing media, sharing ideas. I mean, just as much so as, Facebook or Twitter or whatever. I actually think it works a lot better than Facebook or Twitter for sharing, sharing videos and longer, like, text-based posts and things like that. I mean, as far as the other ones, though, I mean, like, what hasn't been said about YouTube, like many a trans boy, I really did start to figure out, my identity as trans through YouTube, in particular through Freshly Charles. I mean, a lot of people watch their videos, so I mean, you've probably seen them before, but they helped me immensely, and also, like, they're all super, intellectual and deep, but also most of them are really funny too, which I greatly appreciate. But yeah, it was mostly Charles and a couple other people that I don't remember off the top of my head. YouTube is a really great resource, I think, just because it's kind of become like the de facto destination for a lot of trans people that have access to webcams or whatever. And even if you don't have access to a webcam, if you can just access a computer with an internet connection, you have this vast resource of, firsthand, what it's like to be trans in the world, what it's like, to come out, what it's like to discover your identity, what it's like to start tea, what it's like to get top surgery, you can cull, sort of a great treasure trove of information about everything, and there's just so many viewpoints and a lot of just different things to be said about the same topic. It's immensely helpful, at least in my opinion. Hence why I'm making this video right now and talking to you, dear viewer, and why I have my personal channel or whatever. It's just another way to communicate with people. I mean, social networks, I think, have just vastly changed the way we interact with each other. Not just online, but like in person too. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can kind of all, relate to that in some way. Because, I mean, I feel like a lot of the time I just talk to people more through social networking sites than I do in real life. And that's not just because, I don't have friends around. It's just how we communicate now. And I mean, a lot of people are like, well, we're losing our humanity and we're, not, I don't know, whatever the fuck they say, we're losing a human connection. But I'm very much of the opposite viewpoint. Just because you're not in, having a conversation in person, someone doesn't make that conversation or that interaction, less legitimate. It's still a conversation. You're still connecting with someone. Is it different? Yes, but I don't think it's any less valid or, less real because it happens to be taking place online rather than in person. But that's just me. So that's how I feel about social networking. I'll put links to all of my various things down there on the bottom and click on them if you see fit to do so. I hope everyone is doing well, and I will see you all next week. Bye.